traffic, doing mental gymnastics. I'm fluid and problematic. You losing if you come at me the wrong way. I've come a long way from sipping on Bombay. It's 1942 now in this loud mouth, sipping hard in the back of a booth, sold out. I can never get enough. Success is like a drug. The money come in, but then I want more stuff. So I gotta work hard, play harder, gotta work smarter. Time is money, yeah, money is harder. So I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I was born in this world, I swear, to make a difference. If you need a mentor, I got something for you, kid. Just watch the way I move and try your best to copy it.
Like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know.
I like life, it gives you a chance for greatness. And you can waste it, or you can take it. Take control of your fate and chase it. I've been running towards dreams since I was just a kid. I've been held down, held back, hated. I've been pissed off, mad, frustrated. I've been loved, admired, and finally made it to the other side, where I realized something sacred. It's not about what anyone else thinks of me. It's all about how I live, what's my legacy. Am I happy, did I give fucking everything, or did I hold back, scared of all the uncertainty? I think differently, that's why I'm different, see. That's what happens when you take control of destiny. I have dignity, my pride, it lives in me. And now it's time to teach others how to win with me.
Like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star. Old school effects out here.
Yo, I'm an addict, addicted to being savage. My life is a little graphic, like HBO making magic. I'm rapping to make that passive money come in from traffic, doing mental gymnastics. I'm fluid and problematic. You losing if you come at me the wrong way. I've come a long way from sipping on Bombay. It's 1942 now in this loud mouth, sipping hard in the back of a booth, sold out. I can never get enough. Success is like a drug. The money come in, but then I want more stuff. So I gotta work hard, play harder, gotta work smarter. Time is money, yeah, money is harder. So I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I was born in this world, I swear, to make a difference. If you need a mentor, I got something for you, kid. Just watch the way I move and try your best to copy it.
Like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know.
I like life, it gives you a chance for greatness. And you can waste it, or you can take it. Take control of your fate and chase it. I've been running towards dreams since I was just a kid. I've been held down, held back, hated. I've been pissed off, mad, frustrated. I've been loved, admired, and finally made it to the other side, where I realized something sacred. It's not about what anyone else thinks of me. It's all about how I live, what's my legacy. Am I happy, did I give fucking everything, or did I hold back, scared of all the uncertainty? I think differently, that's why I'm different, see. That's what happens when you take control of destiny. I have dignity, my pride, it lives in me. And now it's time to teach others how to win with me.
Like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star. Old school effects out here.
Yo, I'm I'm an addict, addicted to being savage. My life is a little graphic, like HBO making magic. I'm rapping to make that passive money coming from traffic. Doing mental gymnastics, I'm fluid and problematic. You losing if you come at me the wrong way. I've come a long way from sipping on Bombay. It's 1942 now, in this loud mouth, sipping hard in the back of a booth, sold out. I can never get enough. Success is like a drug, the money come in, but then I want more stuff. So I gotta work hard, play harder, gotta work smarter. Time is money, yeah, money is harder. So I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I was born in this world, I swear, to make a difference. If you need a mentor, I got something for you, kid. Just watch the way I move and try your best to copy it.
Like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know.
I like life, it gives you a chance for greatness. And you can waste it, or you can take it. Take control of your fate and chase it. I've been running towards dreams since I was just a kid. I've been held down, held back, hated. I've been pissed off, mad, frustrated. I've been loved, admired, and finally made it to the other side, where I realized something sacred. It's not about what anyone else thinks of me. It's all about how I live, what's my legacy. Am I happy, did I give fucking everything, or did I hold back, scared of all the uncertainty? I think differently, that's why I'm different, see. That's what happens when you take control of destiny. I have dignity, my pride, it lives in me. And now it's time to teach others how to win with me.
CEO, I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star.
Old school effects out here. Yo, I'm an addict, addicted to being savage. My life is a little graphic, like HBO making magic. I'm rapping to make that passive money coming from traffic. Doing mental gymnastics, I'm fluid and problematic. You losing if you come at me the wrong way. I've come a long way from sipping on Bombay. It's 1942 now, in this loud mouth, sipping hard in the back of a booth, sold out. I can never get enough. Success is like a drug, the money come in, but then I want more stuff. So I gotta work hard, play harder, gotta work smarter. Time is money, yeah, money is harder. So I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I was born in this world, I swear, to make a difference. If you need a mentor, I got something for you, kid. Just watch the way I move and try your best to copy it.
Like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know.
I like life, it gives you a chance for greatness. And you can waste it, or you can take it. Take control of your fate and chase it. I've been running towards dreams since I was just a kid. I've been held down, held back, hated. I've been pissed off, mad, frustrated. I've been loved, admired, and finally made it to the other side, where I realized something sacred. It's not about what anyone else thinks of me. It's all about how I live, what's my legacy. Am I happy, did I give fucking everything, or did I hold back, scared of all the uncertainty? I think differently, that's why I'm different, see. That's what happens when you take control of destiny. I have dignity, my pride, it lives in me. And now it's time to teach others how to win with me.
Like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star.
Old school effects out here. Yo, I'm an addict, addicted to being savage. My life is a little graphic, like HBO making magic. I'm rapping to make that passive money coming from traffic. Doing mental gymnastics, I'm fluid and problematic. You losing if you come at me the wrong way. I've come a long way from sipping on Bombay. It's 1942 now, in this loud mouth, sipping hard in the back of a booth, sold out. I can never get enough. Success is like a drug. The money come in, but then I want more stuff. So I gotta work hard, play harder, gotta work smarter. Time is money, yeah, money is harder. So I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I was born in this world, I swear, to make a difference. If you need a mentor, I got something for you, kid. Just watch the way I move and try your best to copy it.
Like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know.
I like life, it gives you a chance for greatness. And you can waste it, or you can take it. Take control of your fate and chase it. I've been running towards dreams since I was just a kid. I've been held down, held back, hated. I've been pissed off, mad, frustrated. I've been loved, admired, and finally made it to the other side, where I realized something sacred. It's not about what anyone else thinks of me. It's all about how I live, what's my legacy. Am I happy, did I give fucking everything, or did I hold back, scared of all the uncertainty? I think differently.
Hello everybody and welcome to Waylander Gaming. This is Waylander here with Scarp Skankel, bringing you, sadly, just one game in the MSA Cup today, and a bit of the late show. Surprisingly, they decided to have the game a little bit late, but well, we're night owls here, most gamers, are we not, Scarp Skankel?
Yeah, bro, that is true. That is true. We we tend to spend a lot of hours into games and at very crazy hours, as we see Equilibrium getting the first ban and banning out the high loss. So we need to say thank you to the viewers that are pitching up to the late night views, or well, late night games. Thank you. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button.
We do understand it is very, very, very late, but just to have people around who stayed up to watch the game, especially on a Saturday night, thank you for tuning in. As we see Matilda as the first ban for RRQ. These roams that can provide so much of early game pressure is definitely going to be what they're looking to ban out, though the lineup for Equilibrium is not the lineup we've seen in the tournament so far. It's I think just one name from the previous matches in the tournament, which is who's Velocity, who played Rome for them in the MSA so far. The other names were not new to me, but I would say new maybe to the viewers in Malice, Berry, Unite, and Angel. So they are very, very good players. But RRQ, I think, needs no real introduction. Everybody knows who they are on that right-hand side. Ali, Second Son, Rufy, Jimmy, and Zar. And we see the next band to come out already. It's the Zushin band.
Yeah, bro, I just wanted to ask you, what do you think of, the Matilda as of late, seeing that she is getting that respect of being pretty much banned out in every game now at this point of stage?
Yeah, she is really, really strong at this moment on the roam, because she provides that. I mean, if you think back to not that far back, yesterday's games, there was a lot of Matildas being played, and we saw to what great effect that the shield that she has comes into play. I even saw a couple of people build the Oracle that we were talking about previously, on the Alpha when they had the Matilda pick in there, that I had got to witness Cloud9 doing. The Sicilian and the Hilda bans are, right now, Skapskeka, I'd say, as per usual.
Yeah, it just seems like this Hilda's, she has become that pick or ban hero. Um, I'm very interested to see if we are going to see like the bands like the Bruno or the Layla or whatever. I know the Layla is not a band that you would want to pick up, but it's just in case you pick up that Bruno just to counter, as we do see RRQ banning out the Joy.
That is, again, so we're looking at 6 bans so far. That's just your typical bans. Just removing a lot of the meta heroes and potential combination plays that you can have. But let's get to see what the first pick is going to be for the side of Equilibrium. Will this be a flex pick, or will it reveal to us what their strategy is going to be going forward? I'm quite interested to see what Malice is going to pick up or even swap out.
Yeah, well, true, bro. We know Equilibrium likes to play with a lot of revitalized skills. Well, we see it's Barry picking up the Bruno. Will RRQ respond by picking up the Layla? As we do see the most common pick playing against the Bruno is the Layla. Or does RRQ have something else in mind when it comes to the marksman lane?
They decided to go with Hayabusa as their first pick. So Hayabusa is accounted to pretty much every marksman in the game, pretty much. It forces them to have to pick up that Wind of Nature quite early. Gato is another very strong pick that's still available. The Suyu as well is still open. But I'm assuming that RRQ, especially with Equilibrium or Barry picking up the Bruno, are gonna not want to let him get that extra bit of farm. They want to put a bit of pressure, have some backline dive capability to be able to deal with Bruno and his damage output, which is, as we know, insanely high. There was rumors that I heard that he was going to get nerfed hard in the next update. Next update came and went. No hard enough. As we see, the Suyu was still open, and Malice picking up the Suyu, so it looks like Malice is going to be in the jungle. I do see people asking the question, where's the real Equilibrium? Because they're looking at a very, very different lineup. But different lineup, but not to say that they are not a strong lineup as it stands. Like I said, a lot of the players here may be unfamiliar to those of you watching, very familiar to me. I do know a lot of their capabilities, but I'm quite interested to see how they're going to be playing. As we see a Velocity picking up the Cho, so that gives Equilibrium that potential to dive onto the Granger as he tries to dish out the damage. Granger versus Bruno in the gold lane is going to be an interesting matchup. RRQ picked up the Chip and the Gato, which are two very, very exciting heroes. They provide a lot of team fight potential. But with the Cho on the side of Equilibrium, he's just going to be using that high mobility of his, getting around the map, hoping to get a pick off here or there, and establish some control for his team in order to give them the edge in any particular team fight that will occur around major objectives. The Lu Yi being banned out since they want to prevent Equilibrium with getting a global ultimate to sort of replicate what they expect to do with the Chip, Second Son picking up the Chip. Equilibrium did get the Hayabusa being banned out because they do want to provide that protection there for Barry on the Bruno. And finally, it's the Valentina ban for the side of RRQ. That's a very, very, very clever ban, especially with so many, shall we say, tasty ultimates available on their side.
100%. We're looking at the Chips ult that can teleport his entire team, and well, the Gato Gotcha's avatar of Guardian. It's and the Granger's range ult. It is just, well, that was a beautiful ban, bro. I'm just going with what you said, getting rid of that global capabilities or well the global movements on the map, as we do see Equilibrium banning out the fatty.
So two bands coming in for jungle picks again. Once again, will be Angel on the mage role. So that would mean that Unite is probably going to be your XP laner, unless they decide to put Velocity on the XP lane. Jimmy for the side of RRQ, locking down the Aurora. So a lot of team fight potential for the side of RRQ. As we see Unite going for the Khalid pick, and Angel picking up the Eve. Eve is a very strong mage at this moment in time. That second skill of hers gives you such a massive amount of range to get poke and slow damage onto the heroes. And finally, it's going to be Zar for the side of RRQ, going to be locking onto the jungle pick. They still, they've been banning out a lot of assassins, have Equilibrium. So RRQ, they still have the Ling pick opened. Ling might work into this lineup, though Ling is countered by the Cho. That Way of the Dragon is the lockdown that's necessary. Zar picking up the Alpha here, so not really a lot of backline dive for them. They're going to probably try to engage on the front line, knowing that a Cho and Khalid, strong as they are in the early game, will have a little bit of a drop off. They're not going to be the tankiest of heroes. So right now, in terms of level 1 pressure, the Khalid and the Cho can establish something quite good for Equilibrium at the start of the game. So I'm going to be super excited to see the first 2 minutes of the match.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Just looking at the draft, I would say Equilibrium pretty much picked up all of the meta heroes in this season. I mean, the Khalid, the Chow, the Bruno, the Eve, and as well as the Suyu. But both teams looking pretty much strong as we get into this first matchup in this best of 3. Equilibrium versus RRQ. Which team will be able to take this? What is the polls looking like at this point of stage?
So it's 62% of the votes as we watch the side of Equilibrium, Malice, Velocity, and Unite just dancing around in the jungle there.
Interesting. So we do see both junglers starting on the same side, possibly going for the same rotation onto the gold lane early on. But let's see how this plays out. The Aurora taking a lot of damage from the velocity. Well, from whose velocity at this point of stage? The Jemmy giving that scouting onto the Chow taking some poke damage there from the chip. We do see RRQ while rotating to the gold lane slowly but surely as the Alpha goes onto his blue buff.
Is making the movement across. They do want to try and contest with a small cap, but Chip comes in with a bit of a stun. The Retri comes out, but there's going to be Alpha who wants to continue this engagement. Flicker's being used, so a lot of the utility skills have been taken out of the equation.
Yeah, 100%. Equilibrium just forcing for those micro objectives. We see Use Malice engaging onto the Alpha. Ooh, but he's in a bit of danger there as we see the engagement. Ooh, and the first blood going to Aurora, but the Bruno gets a respond onto the chip. We do see the Spear of Alpha gets committed, but it's a 2-for-2 exchange. Will the Alpha be able to get the Bruno? Ooh, no, the Eve. The Bruno falls to the Eve, unfortunately. So make that a 3-for-2 exchange to the side of Equilibrium just before the 2-minute mark as we see the turtle spawns up in 3 seconds.
So right now the gold fairly even. It's Malice starting off this first turtle of the game already. Not going for opting to get his level 5 retribution, but he knows his team is going to be in position to help him contest this. So they decide to go against it. Now they're going to invade into the jungle here. It's going to be Eve with the ultimate coming out. Gatto does land that avatar of Guardian, but the healing's coming out here from the Gatto doing a lot of damage. It is a 1-for-1 exchange roam for the XP laner.
Yeah, 100%. This is just this is going to make an interesting best of 3 matchup tonight as we do see the Granger, well, nearly getting that Bruno there. It's just almost down to quarter health.
Using that extra extended range that he gains from his ultimate. So Jimmy for RRQ just kind of scouting around at this moment. But Equilibrium already in position. Nice poke there from Angel. Just scouting. Oh, the engagement comes out from the Alpha. Spear of Alpha being committed. The Freezing Glacier there as a follow-up. Velocity really low, and it's a pick of kill going to the side of RRQ.
100%. We do see the Chips ultimate gets committed to bring in that guard. Well, not the guard, so. But yeah, just being able to bring in the team members there at that point of stage. But this chip is going to play a very vital role for RRQ going into this match. So I'm very excited to see how he can utilize that ult of him when it comes to certain plays.
So Aurora had to use the flicker back there in the mid lane, but I think still has the passive up. I didn't see the passive being procced.
No, I also didn't see that, bro. But we do see Use Unite and it's Malice chasing this Gacha. But it's Malice as well. He loves those micro objectives. Those micro objectives does give a slight lead, but it also, well, just suffocates the enemy jungle. Whoever team jungle you are facing up against. It's it's extra farm that you don't get. We do see Ally going on to Use Unite the Khalid while getting that prayer in and healing himself back up as if no damage was dealt.
Waiting there in the backline to get a dive in. As we see, it's a 2v3 situation. Eve getting the slows on there. Spear of Alpha does come out. Eve was committing with it. Malice does come in, but it is going to be the Alpha who does get the retribution off. As we see the continuation of the engage. Nice flicker coming out from Angel to get away from danger. The Suyu just trying to keep everybody honest, but it is a 2 for nothing exchange going in the favor of RRQ as they took the turtle as well. So establishing and taking control of a lot of objectives here. At this early stage in the game.
Bro, did you see that Chips ult? That portal was just as if it was meant to be in the back line at a cutthroat situation.
Yeah, so we're just gonna get the builds up quite quickly for you so everybody can see what everyone is building right now. But it's the Bruno that's going to be providing that late game damage, and right now Barry is having a very good time here on the gold lane.
100%, bro. Just before we hit the 6-minute mark, we do see RRQ, well, almost having that 2k gold lead at this point of stage. It's 1.8k. It's 1.8k for RRQ.
Yeah.
As we see Velocity scouting out the chip.
Meanwhile, there's another a war going on here. It's Unite coming in, Ballast there with a follow-up, but Aurora with those freezes. What a nice play there from Zar for the side of RRQ. Just getting the stun in at the right moment in time.
How will Equilibrium respond to this early game pressure that's coming through from RRQ? As we see RRQ moving for that invade onto the blue buff.
Oh, there's the chip there. Doesn't come with the ultimate just yet. Still keeping it as Jimmy. Just trying to create that bit of pressure, taking the farm away from Equilibrium as they now know that they have the ability to have some map control. Because they do have that team fight potential, they are using it quite nicely. The second turtle of the game goes again to the side of RRQ. They tried to make the move to push this top lane. Velocity there with just keeping them a bit honest, giving the vision. But oh, there's the engagement here. It's going to be the Suyu taken down. Very nice movement from him, getting out of harm's way. But RRQ, from that fairly even start to the game, are now establishing a bit of dominance in this matchup.
100%. Just that Chips ult, being so brutal, to be honest. I mean, 3 players on the other side of the map, and next moment you think you've got a fair fight. No, sir. Then the chip comes in, and it's problems. I was just reflecting on the Gato that's got the blue buff with the invade. The Gato doesn't actually need the blue buff, I would have left it for the mage to pick up the blue buff, but hey, they stole the blue buff, so it doesn't matter, I suppose.
Is what it is, as they say. Oh, there's the engagement. Gato onto he does commit the Avatar of Guardian, but off the mark, doesn't land onto anybody. They're going back in once more, so no Avatar of Guardian will be available for this buff. The Retri did come out here from Second Sun on the Alpha, but there's the follow-up. It's going to be the Freezing Glacier that comes out from the side of RRQ. They're doing a lot of damage in here. It's going to be the Eve just using that second skill and the poke damage she gets from the first to keep them honest, keep them pushed away. They want to get the defense in on the mid lane to equilibrium. As Bruno gets his ultimate off. Oh, Sandstorm comes in from Unite, but he's gonna get blown up so quickly. Cho came in to try to get a pick off onto literally anybody, but he gets taken down as well. So it is, I think they did manage to take down the chip. So it's a 2-for-1 exchange. I'm just focusing here on the gold lane, what exchange is happening, but we do see on our mini-map, it is going to be the Alpha, who's already started this first major objective. Bruno is going to push that top lane, but I don't think Equilibrium are in any position here to get any bit of contest done. Does Barry realize that he's going to get surrounded? He does have the dash away. He dashes and uses the flicker, so for the next few minutes, or the next 2 minutes rather, no flicker on the Bruno, so let's just keep an eye on that.
Oh, 100%, bro. With that previous engagement, RRQ did manage to get that tier 1 turret in the mid lane. So, opening up the map for them. So, very interested to see how hard they're going to push for this tier 1 turret in the top lane, just to be able to get that balanced out. As we do see the engagement here onto Second Sun. Well, he's a bit caught out. We do see the Avatar of Guardian gets committed, but landing on no one. The Granger gets a kill, but the Suyu responding with a shutdown kill onto the Alpha. We do see the Granger and the Chow just taking it out there. Will the Granger be able to catch the Chow? And yes, he does, as that Sky Piercer procs. I didn't press the pause.
With the pressure that they've already mounted in this game, taking down a tier 2 turret, the Lord is making its way through to the bot lane, but on the positive side for Equilibrium, the lanes aren't exactly synced up, so they may lose tier 2 turrets, but they will have the ability to defend all of their tier 3s. Which is, what you really would want at this moment in time. You just gotta give some space for your team to get that farm going, especially the Bruno. You want him to come online and then dish out the damage.
100%, bro. We do see all 3 tier 2 turrets falling on the side of Equilibrium. So RRQ, I mean, just look at that. That's 7.6k gold lead at this point of stage to the side of RRQ, just past the 11-minute mark.
It's true, that's actually quite a solid gold lead to have. But we have seen gold leads being melted before, so all is not lost for Equilibrium here. They do have the Eve, the Khalid, the Bruno combination that can get them something in terms of team fight win. They also do have Cho around to get the pickoffs for them. And the damage that can come out from the Suyo. But right now it's not looking all that grand because the combination with the Chip, the Gato, the Aurora, the Alpha just dishing it out there with the true damage. They need another sort of overextension from RRQ's jungler, which he has made a couple of when he saw somebody. He just decided to engage, not knowing that the entire of Equilibrium was waiting for him, and that Way of the Dragon kickback was done quite nicely. But as we see, it's going to be time for this enhanced Lord just past the 12-minute mark, as Equilibrium will I don't think they're gonna really try and contest this because it's at the with the map control that's being possessed by RRQ right now. Chip does come with the ultimate. They're going in. RRQ. They want to seize the opportunity. It's Alpha into the backline, but it's going to be Bruno who manages to get the kill. However, Gato, he's there all by his lonesome, just 3v1ing everybody. And Ali somehow managing to get out with Ship, Way of the Dragon. Cho with the Way of the Dragon coming out here, manages to get a kickback. But oh, the Granger, so much damage coming out. But Berry is there, doing a job for his team, keeping the defense alive. But the Lord is moving down the mid lane. This should be tier 3 turret number 1 taken down. The mid and bot lane are fairly well synced up, as we should see this bot lane tier 3 turret that will be falling very shortly. Cho trying to get the defense out. As RRQ decide to back off without their frontliners there, as we do see the minions taking down another tier 3 turret. So it's just the one tier 3 turret left available for the side of Equilibrium. How are they going to respond? Do they have the ability to defend? That's the recall spams are coming out from Ali.
But like you said, that is probably one of the most toxic recalls that the Mlbb has released for us. It's a nice recall, I have to say. But yeah, it can get the crowd growling, if that is the correct word to use here. We do see RRQ while having the map advantage at this point of stage. Will they be able to steal that red buff? No, they do not, as Equilibrium stays face here. This next team fight engagement is going to be very interesting because the longer this game goes on, the more Equilibrium can get back into this matchup. It ain't over till the cookie crumbles.
Steel play coming out from Equilibrium here. They're on the hunt for this Granger. Will they be able to catch him? Yes, they do. It's the Sandstorm Flicker. Nice shutdown kill there. And it went to the Malice on the Suyu. One of your damage dealers getting that shutdown kill. Nice concealed play from them. They're going to have to hope to get these pickoffs as best they can before the major objectives, so that they can actually contest. But the map control from the side of RRQ right now, they've got the map control. All they know, they just have to play a little bit patiently, get the waves pushed in, like as you see Gato trying to get the top lane pushed in. Someone should have tried to get the bot lane pushed in a little bit more. They do have a bit of a slow push going here, but Bruno did come to deal with us. But by having those the tier 3 turrets down, getting that lane pressure there gives you the opportunity to position yourself for this next very important objective. But is it going to be Equilibrium contesting? The Suyo is on the opposite side of the map. He's trying to get his way across here. We do see the Alpha starting this up. The Gato and Chip and Aurora in a nice position here. Malice making a nice rotation to get the steal in. Will he get it? Beautiful steal there from Malice. But oh, the damage that's coming out. He gets taken down, but could this be the opportunity for his team to come back? Now is another player from the side of Equilibrium being taken down. It's just 3 left to, I wouldn't even say defend. Okay, I'm not sure. Could this possibly be they have to defend here? They did get the Lord. That was a nice Lord steal there from Malice on the Suyo. But
now it is RRQ going to force the end here, as we do see the Alpha engaging onto the Eve.
Taken down by Berry on the Bruno killing spree. The Nexus is wide open here. It's Granger with the lock on, and the first game of this best of 3 going in the favor of RRQ. So it seems that the viewer's curse has struck. Skip.
Yeah, well, the viewer's curse is on a up and down trajectory at this point of stage. But GG's well played to both teams. Will Equilibrium be able to get the comeback here and go to the drawing board and make some changes and get ready for the second match and bring the W in the second match? Or will RRQ take this in a clean sweep fashion and send Equilibrium down to the lower brackets?
Yeah.
It seems like there will be swaps coming in, as we do see it's Malice leaving.
Okay,
and saying thank you for the matches. And we see who's Yami, the regular jungle that we've been featuring for the side of Equilibrium. So, yeah, viewers, what do you say? Oh, yeah, I see we've got a spectator.
Okay, so it looks like the usual team that we get to no spectator. Who's a spectator?
Mm-mm. Let's just swap out. We do see who's Shady and who's Juju coming in.
So it looks like they're picking the substitutions for their usual lineup. The players who have gotten them to this point in time in the tournament coming through. It's three of their usual cast. Though I did see Velocity leave. He did feature quite a lot in the tournament up until this moment in time. So let's see if he's going to be back in the lineup. RRQ keeping it the same. I mean, why change a winning combination?
Yeah, don't fix it if it ain't broken.
Now, with the, I'm assuming this is the A team for the side of Equilibrium. What do you think? Will they be able to pull this back to 1-1? Or will RRQ Eternal be able to seal the deal and take this 2-0?
Yeah, well, bro, Equilibrium, we see whose velocity is back. Maybe he just possibly restarted his game there. But Equilibrium definitely has the guns to take us into that sudden death round. Equilibrium is not a team that anyone should just write off or put in as the underdog. Equilibrium is a very strong team at this point of stage, as we do see this very strong lineup that they've been featuring quite a lot, bro.
I think it's just one player different from the last game, which was Swagalicious. We just had to say that name. As we see, Nightbot is wide awake tonight.
Yeah, and then there's a name for in RRQ which we shall not mention. He was playing well very beautifully with that Granger in that first match. But yeah, just bro, I'm very, very much excited to see what's going to happen in this second match.
Yeah, that's true. Well, RRQ, well, the game started fairly evenly, right? But then once they got a chokehold on the game, they just sort of steamrolled it all the way. There was a couple moments in time with a few pickoffs or so for the side of Equilibrium, but you never really felt that RRQ were out of control of that first game. But with the substitutions, will this be the story in the second game? So RRQ fans, get your votes in. Uh, let's hear you shout out for your team. They have the opportunity to move through to the next stage of the upper brackets. If they can take this in a clean sweep 2-0, Equilibrium fans, I hope you're rooting for your team as well. And hopefully they will want to take this 2-1 and even it out right now. So this is a do or die situation now, Skankel. But let me leave you with the banning.
100%. As we do see Ali from RRQ getting that first ban into the second match. What will they ban? Will the drafting look a little bit different, or will the drafting look different, seeing that Equilibrium has got their mains back in, or their A team, if we can put it like that, or however you want to say it? Just very interesting. Oh, we do see RRQ sticking to that Matilda first ban. So for the viewers out there, right, if you're looking at the upper tier and lower tier brackets, right, the lower tier brackets, they've always, it seems like there's like this slight curse as the lower tier bracket team, the finalist that plays against the upper bracket team in the finals. It seems like the lower tiers are always, lower brackets are always taking the W in the end, as we do see Equilibrium banning out the Gacha, not liking the Gacha in the first match. So that is, well, you can say it's a respect ban, but it's also a meta ban in this current meta. Second Son banning out the Sicilian from the side of RRQ. Ujami banning out the Chip. The Chip is definitely a respect ban. Yeah, the chip just does the speaking to itself. The name we shall not mention. Because it seems like we will be advertising, or we are advertising substance when we say this name. We're coming out with the third ban, banning out the Hayabusa from RRQ. So, yeah, who's shady? Is quite a frequent viewer on our channel, just scouting out the other teams whilst they are playing. It's always fun to have him in the chat group. I'm very much interested to see what Shady is going to play for us tonight in the marksman lane for Equilibrium. And Shady deciding with the Zushian ban and RRQ getting that first pick. Who will they pick up as the first pick? As well, there's quite a there's still a lot of meta heroes open. Will Ali take the first pick, or will Ali swap out? Will it be the jungle, XP, roam, mage that gets picked up first? Very much interested to see on how they start with this draft, as we see Second Son picking up the Bruno. And we do know Shady loves playing that Layla. We do see Who's Unite picking up the Hilda with the revitalized skill, and Who's Yami reflect. I'm just gonna remove the Who's, as Yami is reflecting that Suyu, but swapping out with Juju on the eve. RRQ going to respond with the following. Definitely utilizing the 50 seconds in the second draft up.
So they do have the Bruno being picked up. Interesting. Wait, was that a lag out? Or is this gonna be a Granger jungle?
Yeah, it's a Granger jungle. We do see Jimmy picking up the Franco. And is Shady going to pick up that Layla? That deadly Layla of him?
Yeah. We saw Shady do some excellent work on the Layla the last time he played it. Will we see that, or will we see his signature Moskov? Providing that split push potential.
100%. That Moskov's ult just being deadly in clutch situations. But nope, it seems like Shady will be going with the Layla. Ironically enough, the last time with Equilibrium played, he was up against the Bruno as well, and he did pick up the Laylas. Yami coming in with the 4th ban from Equilibrium. Batting out the Aurora. So definitely respecting the Aurora in the first matchup.
Was going to feature into this. It means that they don't really have much of a front line. They do ban out the Fanny. That's a very, very clever ban for the side of RRQ. We did see Yami do some very, very fast fingered work on the Fanny when he was allowed the opportunity to bring it out, and especially with 2 MMs on your side, having that Fanny ban out, really good. Equilibrium responding with 2 mage bans, because they know the mage is going to be there, and they do need to have RRQ. They need to have a mage that can follow up on a Franco hook to get that bit of burst early on, to get a little bit of a pick off. The Cho is still available for the side of Equilibrium to lock onto. Will they be locking onto the Cho, or even potentially a Khalid or Arlot on the roam? Matilda as well is still there, as RRQ did ban out the Joy.
I wanted to mention the Joy and the Ling was still open, but RRQ jumping on that Joy ban. The Joy is, well, she's definitely been getting her respect, and not so as of late. Yami with the jungle. Well, no, swapping out with velocity, picking up the Chow, as Wei wanted to say. We would be more than likely to see the Chow on Rome.
So Pickoff versus Pickoff, Franco versus the Cho. Ali here is circling around the car lead pick. Or is he going to be going for something a bit more tankier? High loss XP lane. Looks like it might be here. I mean, there's still another like 17 seconds to go.
It seems like they will be going with the Hylos and the Veil. We do know the Veil does a lot of magic damage and burst damage as well. And Yami picking up the Suyu. Bro, if you're looking at both drafts, which team are you favoring at this point of stage? Just looking at the draft.
Both teams have a very good draft, but I would be favoring Equilibrium's draft. They've got some massive early game potential with the Hilda, the Cho, and the Suyu, and the late game that can damage that can come in from the Layla and the Juju on that Eve. So their draft is very well balanced. But there is a lot of lockdown for the side of RRQ with the Franco's hook and ultimate, the high loss with his second skill stun. Veil there, which just is one of the mages that has massive amounts of control. He's a controlled mage, so you can't count their draft out of the question.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see if the Franco is going to go and try and steal Equilibrium's buff. But we do see the junglers starting on opposite sides.
Yeah, that we do. But as expected, we should expect the Suyu to have much faster jungle clear compared to Granger, because Granger's not the quickest in the jungle at this moment in time. We do see Velocity coming in just to engage upon this small camp here. Juju almost getting the steal through as Equilibrium taking this opportunity to take some farm away from the side of RRQ, knowing that they've got this early game advantage, especially with their jungler being so much faster in terms of clear. Ucho is engaging in onto the Bruno. He does get a bit of poke damage back, but nice positioning from Shady there. Just lovely play there from Equilibrium as they get on the hunt. This all is down to Shady here with that beautiful lane management from him. I mean, let's just take a look at where he's got that the wave being kept.
That is true. We do see Jimmy coming to scout out here on the Chow. But that Chow just staying around, and we see Juju rotating to the bottom here. Is Bruno in danger here? Does they know what's cooking? As we see the Bruno recalling to the base to health up and regen.
Engage here from Juju and Yami as first blood go to the side of Equilibrium. They had a lovely camp out there waiting for the mage to just show their face a little bit here. Veil with the first blood for the side of going down for the side of Equilibrium, taking him out. So Suyu deciding not to go for the first turtle quite yet. He wants to get as big a actually advantage as possible. Or are they going to be sacrificing the neutral objective and focusing onto the gold lane?
100%. Just before the 3-minute mark, we do see Equilibrium having the 1.1k gold lead at this point of stage.
So Hylos trying to get the engagement. The Glorious Pathway does come out. Franco does land the hook, but it's going to be the way of the dragon from the Cho. Suyu doing so much damage. He's into the back line here, but that's going to be the coming out from the Franco. There's a lot of damage here. Equilibrium on the hunt. They managed to take down 3, make that 4. So it is a 5-0 scoreline at this moment. We do see Layla here making the rotation towards the mid lane, adding a bit of extra pressure. As we see the hunt is on even more. The hook comes out from the Franco. They manage to get through you underneath the turret. They do get a kill in response. It's going to be RRQ on the hunt here. Bruno, he made the rotation. Way of the Dragon does come out. And the flicker from the Cho. He escapes with 1 HP. But Shady follows it up and gets the kill onto the Bruno. So that was a 2-for-1 exchange going in the favor of Equilibrium, as they're now really building up the gold lead.
Yeah, it seems like Equilibrium didn't take that first L too lightly, bro. If we look at the gold and as well as the kill deficit at this point of stage, and just look at how much damage that mid lane turret took just before the 4-minute mark.
That is true. They are really using this early game potential that they have to their advantage. There's going to be the Cho once again with a flicker. Way of Dragon manages to get a beautiful pick off there. Does Velocity onto the Granger.
We do see the second turtle spawning up in 5 seconds. Will there be a contention for the second turtle of the match? Or will it just be one-sided? As we do see the engagement onto the Franco under the turret. Second Sun also falling to the Eve. That's a 2-for-0 exchange in the bot lane.
So it's going 10-1 in the favor of Equilibrium at this moment in time. Will RRQ have the ability to come back here? Can they mount a comeback? They do have a lot of late game potential, but I mean, the way Equilibrium are playing at this moment in time, I'm not sure if it's going to even get there. They're going to allow them to... Oh, what a flicker! Hook coming through from the Franco. However, Velocity, he's escaping with a 1 HP, but the glorious pathway, it's going to be Rufy there who manages to get the pick-off kill. The hunt is on here. It's going to be the high loss who is taken down in response, but Suyu into the line once more as we see Eve getting a double kill, but the combo play coming out from the Veil getting a shutdown kill. So it was a 2-for-2 exchange at this moment in time in the game. Very, very aggressive play from the side of Equilibrium, but they keep getting the pick-off kills left, right, and center. As we see Shady on this Layla, he's just having the time of his life.
How beautiful was that flicker hook?
Yeah, that was amazing. So the cap out from the Hilda. Ooh, the engagement underneath the turret, but it's going to be the jungle who gets taken down. There wasn't really a shutdown kill, but it is. Look at the hook landing once again. It's the Hilda that gets taken down. So it's another 2-for-2 exchange, but with these with Layla just there in position, she's just dishing out the damage. Cho once again with a knock up, but this time onto the high loss. But the positioning here from both Shady and Juju is something that RRQ can't really handle at this moment in time when they're getting towards the team fights. And Layla, she's starting hurt. Gets the cannon blast off and steals the buff.
100%, but Juju, he deserves the spotlight on this Eve, bro. Every time when when Equilibrium engages and he sees RRQ is on the back foot, that ult from the Eve just catching them in that square block is, well, it's quality plays coming in from Juju with that ult on the Eve.
So it is 14-5 with a 5k gold lead to the side of Equilibrium. They also have the map control. So this is a reversal from the first game. It's going to be the engagement onto the Veil. He does try to get a bit of a stun. This time round, it looks like the commentator's curse has come out once more as we see Juju's ultimate just slightly off the mark there.
So it just had to happen, didn't it? It just had to.
Yeah. It's 9 out of 10 LTs. It was like 9 out of 9 LTs he lands perfectly. And then Scarp's getting had to curse him.
It wasn't on purpose, I promise.
Franco just throwing those hooks around in the bushes just to check. But the real danger now is Shady on that Layla. He is really starting to hurt. We just check very quickly what the builds are. Shady already with 4 items complete with the boots included. Conceal play comes out here from the Joe. It's going to be the Joe. He tries to get into the line, but oh, the ultimate combination. Shady with a flicker out here. Juju with a well-placed ultimate here, but the follow-up damage isn't going to be there. It's all underneath the turret. Oh my word! They get away with taking down 2 for nothing. Do RRQ. The ult coming in from the Veil set that whole thing up. He landed the combination onto the Layla, who had to flicker out. But even with all that, the map control is still there for the side of Equilibrium, though the gold and the gold deficit remains the same.
Yeah, 5.5k to the side of Equilibrium with a 7 kill deficit.
Nice positioning here from Velocity, scouting out for his team. He wants to get the way of the Dragon Cake back onto the Franco. Has to commit the flicker, but the damage from the Layla just blows him up. Oh, the Franco was building support. I wondered why he could melt it down so quickly.
Yeah, we do see. I wonder if the Layla will be picking up the Malefic gun next, as with that 4 items that she's already full built. The 4 full built items that she already has.
So, let's see. I like that pew pew sounds with sounds that comes out from the Layla there. Franco, nice hook into the bushes, but doesn't land. He's just being decimated here. I don't think that having the support build was the way to go. You got one frontliner only with your high loss, and he's just like Franco's out of the way. The mid lane's being pushed in, the top lane's being pushed in. Nice wave sync. Here's the Layla. She's gonna be coming in. It's gonna be 3 down for the side of RRQ. The game is continued. It's gonna be for full team wipe. Hilda with the ultimate as we see the Nexus being cut wide open. Recoil spams all in the base, and Equilibrium finished this game in what is this? Record time.
We'll see now, because the record on our channel at this point is 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh no, and for the MSA Cup the record is 10 minutes and 40 seconds.
Really close. Really close.
Less recall spams there at the end might have gotten them that 20 seconds.
Yeah.
But GG's, and I love the sudden death round. So viewers, what do you say? Who do you favor to take this third and final match? Will it be RRQ or will it be Equilibrium? But don't fear, if it is your team that loses tonight, they will just be falling into the lower brackets and facing off against one of the week's winners in the lower brackets. But we'll see as soon as those schedules are updated.
Get into this third and final game. Will Equilibrium be able to take this 2-1, or will RRQ be able to have a comeback win here and end this 2-1 in their favor? We are going into the third game in this best of 3.
100%. We see Yami having that first ban for Equilibrium. Banning out the Gacha. So no Avatar of Guardian for RRQ in this third match. Ali with a response. Well, we're still waiting for Ali's response.
Always on the way.
Banning out the Matilda, so RRQ not moving away from that Matilda as a first ban. Shady, we're waiting on Shady responding with the Yilda ban. And second son, well, yeah, will we be seeing meta bans coming in here early on, or will they stick with what they did in both matches with the first 3 bans?
Only love at night.
Yep, nope. Sticking to what they've been planning out for, banning out the Sicilian. And Juju, well, yeah, with the response, or needs to respond. So yeah, this first 2 matches, when you look at both the matches individually, it was dominant from while it was dominant on one side going in. So yeah, very much interested to see what this third match can hold up for us, because this one is definitely going to be a cracker, and this one is going to slap differently, as we see Equilibrium banning out, well, Juju banning out the chip, and Rufy with RRQ on the third ban coming in. Banning out the Bruno, so we won't be seeing Bruno coming in to the third and final match. RRQ just needed that a bit more of a front line in the previous match. Maybe things would have turned out differently. We see whose velocity picking up the Chow again. So Equilibrium taking the Chow 3 for 3 in tonight's matchups. Ali and second son with a response for RRQ on the first picks. Or will we see the swap outs? We see Tsar picking up the Zushin. I'm loving the Zushin pick, to be honest, coming in from the side of RRQ, just to get those displacements with the Butterfly Lantern in team fight sessions, or just to eliminate that low HP escapes. Really sticking with the Granger pick. The Granger was better played for me in the gold lane, to be honest, as we see Yami picking up the Hayabusa and Juju picking up the Eve. So that does leave RRQ with the opportunity to focus on different bans and not needing to ban the Joy or the Fanny. Ali just going through very good picks, if I'm honest, but picking up the Khalid. So Equilibrium still. Oh, we see Swaggerlicious back in the lineup. How did I miss that? So yeah, it's just the XP and the gold liner to be picked up from Equilibrium, and RRQ has got the roam and the gold lane to be picked up. We do see RRQ banning out Shady's favorite hero or main, the Moskov. Doesn't that name just sound Russian? Moskov. How do you like them potatoes? I like them fresh from the farm so that I can make liquid diet. Ooh, the Kufra was a good band, to be honest. Second Son with the final ban in for the side of RRQ in this third and final matchup.
So very similar draft so far from Equilibrium, with two of the picks being the same as the previous game.
Yeah, just except for the Hayabusa.
But the Eve pick is quite a nice one. It does counter the Zushin and the Kali to a certain degree.
Ready?
Ooh, Second Son banning out the Layla. So will Shady be picking up a... Well, I would like to see a Claude, but yeah, what is Shady going to be playing for us for the side of Equilibrium? As we do see Swaggerlicious coming in with that final ban for Equilibrium.
Yeah. It looks like RRQ hard targeting Shady there. 3 bans coming out.
Yeah, well, Yami picking up the Hayabusa early on did give them the opportunity to do that. I don't think the Joy ban as a final ban was a well, I mean there is already the jungler there, but nonetheless that Joy ban was a bit of a waste for me. But we do see Jimmy picking up the Hylos, and the Hylos and Zushan, if played together, that's a very, very deadly combo. So Swaggerlicious seems like he's going to be taking the Franco for a spin. Is it to show Jimmy that he also can do the hooking skills?
Yeah. So we've got looks like it's going to be a Franco Rome and a Cho in the XP lane. Shady here deciding to pick up the Harith. But we see, like for instance, Equilibrium didn't know that it was going to be Rufy with Granger jungle. I think it's not going to be a Granger jungle, it's going to be Granger Cold.
It's not a Granger jungle. Okay. So it seems like they they heard me when I said the Granger, in my opinion, was better in the gold lane than in the jungle.
That is true. So it looks like the Franco got to feature twice in 2 games in a row. Not a hero we get to see very, very often. But now 2 games in a row. Let's see how Velocity does on this Franco. Are you going to be landing those hooks better than Jimmy did?
Here's Jimmy.
Yeah, that was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, that was.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
Oh, no, it's actually Johnny.
Yeah, I think pretty much everybody knew what you were referring to with that. If you didn't, you're too young, go to bed.
Go watch the horror. You do see both teams sticking to the opposite jungle rotations, or, well, starting off. We do see Velocity, well, playing the Franco how it should be played early on.
Ooh, hook there, just off the mark. Almost catching the Zushin out as she was there in the bushes. As we see, once again, that very, very fast jungle clear coming out from the side of Equilibrium as they seek to put pressure all around the map. It's the army already on the level 3, where Bane is making the rotation across. We do see the Kali, dear Ali, being left very much on his own, but you don't want to engage underneath the turret there, as the Hylos and Zushin are coming in to try to deal with the Harith. But they are checking the bushes, so want to steal a little bit of farm away. Nice poke there into the bushes there from Juju. As we see, the hook does land this time onto the Zushin, but there is no one there really to follow up, as the rotation was made to the opposite side of the map. Back to the mid lane once again, as both teams are just getting a bit of poke. Oh, there's going to be the shadow kill coming out from Yami there on the Hayabusa, the hook from Velocity, and the deadly catch being committed by Second Son, but not on landing onto anybody. So no deadly catch for the Bane, which means it's going to be a little bit difficult for him to land the retributions. Oh, nice hook there from the Franco, just stealing that small camp away from Bane. Yeah.
Equilibrium's micro plays are very well good. Equilibrium is very good with their micro plays.
Yeah, that is true. We see this turtle being taken down quite low. Joe, beautiful kick back here. But it's Bane who does land the ultimate and the engagement. It's Zushin there, managing to CC everybody up. It's going to be Eve being chased down. Can Juju escape? He's been lifted off. No, it cannot. It's a 2-for-1 exchange going in the favor of RRQ. But Yami did get to the backline there and managed to take down a Second Son on the Bane.
100%, but the Bane clutching that turtle and also getting that first blood.
Yeah, so the goal lane stays fairly even here, as we see a nice position from the Franco here, just scouting out for his team. Will he land the stun onto him? He is being lifted off here. There's a lot of damage coming out. A beautiful pick-off play from RRQ. Oh, Cho there. He's going to engage onto the Khalid, but Khalid does have that second skill of his to sort of heal up from all the damage, which he uses now. As we see Yami into the backline, it's going to be the shadow kill. He doesn't have the damage quite yet. Way of the Dragon comes out onto the Khalid. He doesn't have the ability to heal himself up yet because he used that skill already. Glorious pathway being committed. Oh, but there's an engagement in the bot lane. Are they going to be chasing this down? The Bane, he's so low. The hook from the Franco. Oof, that was millimeters, literal millimeters from getting the kill there. But Harith has to recall as we now switch to further action on the top lane. It's this dance of the XP laners that's going on here between Swag and Ali.
Yeah, 100%, bro. I mean, just look at this. The gold is still fairly even, and we are just past the 4-minute mark. This matchup seems like this is going to build up for a nail-biting match.
That is true. That is very, very, very true. Though I'm liking the play coming out from Yami there. He's sacrificing the neutral objective to try and gain some pressure. Ali realizing that he's in some danger, so he decides to disengage. Will he try to protect this? Oh, he does land the Sandstorm onto 2. It's the shadow kill coming out. The Joe, he does have the Way of the Dragon. Everybody's being CC'd. The Way of the Dragon underneath the turret. Oh, but it is a 1-for-1 exchange. So, pretty even trade-off. Nice play from Ali going in 2v1, still managing to gain the upper hand, as we do see Bane wants to just use that deadly catch of his to poke the turret.
And keep equilibrium at bay.
Yeah, Harith gets the ultimate off here. He's busy doing a ton of damage, but it's getting poked back. The stun comes out. Zushin just doing so much work. The ult does land. It's Show. He's trying to get in there. The flicker did come out from the Zushin. She's gonna get taken down. As we see the Way of the Dragon onto the Hylos. He manages to escape, but there's gonna be the follow-up here from the Kali. Oh, it's a deadly catch. It does land onto all 3, but Juju trying to get some poke. There's going to be the Khalid. He's back in here. Is this going to be Juju have the ability to escape? Oh my word, that was so close. He did try to use that movement speed. Nice play coming out from him, but he was taken down. But however, Khalid, Ali on this Khalid is just proving too hot to handle as we see this mid lane turret being pushed in here. It's the Granger and the Kali taking this down. So map control now. A mid lane turret being taken down for the side of RRQ. They have established a bit of map control. It is 6-3 in their favor. They have built up a 1.3k gold lead.
Yeah, 100%, bro. This is, I think the tone of the match will be set with this first Lord that will spawn up. But before he spawns up, the turtle, the third and final turtle for this matchup will spawn up in, well, 8-9 seconds.
Hayabusa, a nice play, trying to get into the Zushin, realizing that Zushin is the real cause of the problems here in the team fights. Oh, as we see there, Hylos, he's engaging onto Yami there. Doesn't have the second skill to get away. He is taken down. We have the dragon being committed, but there's going to be the scimitar swinging from this Khalid as he just zones everybody away. Granger gets caught out here by the Eve ultimate. She does manage to get a kill in response. Oh, the hook from Velocity. But Ali, he's trying to heal up here. Juju wants to get the poke down. Damage, he did such an excellent job for his team, managing to get 2 kills in response to that particular engagement. But look at Shady. Shady already taking down 2 turrets here in the gold lane.
Viewers, sorry for my dogs barking. The one dog had a dream and then everyone went crazy. But we do see Yami on the third and final turtle here.
Yeah. Will Bane be able to get here back in time? Oh, it's going to be the Sandstorm that comes out here. It's going to be Bane that does land it. It is Yami who is taken down on the Hayabusa. As we see RRQ want to continue with this engagement. Shady, he's in a position to try to get somewhere to the backline. The hook does come out. Glorious pathway being committed. Oh, but there's going to be the another kill. It's going to be the Franco, their Velocity being taken down. So re-establishing that gold lead. Equilibrium. That gold lead was taken down quite significantly with that split push coming from the Harith, Shady on the Harith. If you ever watch the streams, you'd know how much I rave about Shady's macro plays.
100%, bro. So it's a 1.5k gold lead to the side
engagement onto the Hayabusa. I'm so sorry, this Gauss Gangle. That was too good of an opportunity to not shout out. Being blown up there was Hayabusa. Yeah, I mean, not having the nicest time in the jungle, but this Eve with the ultimate, just doing so much for the team, just to try to protect. Juju doing a lot of work here as we see the way of the dragon coming out, but there's Harith, he's dancing around. Can he get the kills? He can. He's going to be one. He's into the backline here. Oh, what the Granger! Nice play there from Rufy, as it is a 2-for-1 exchange going in the favor of Equilibrium. Those extra kills really do help, because some of them are going to be shutdown kills. Oh, but Franco, he sees... Oh, my word. The hook almost out. But there's going to be the shadow kill from Yami as he gets the kill onto the Granger. Lovely play from him there. And
yeah, that was...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that was just like a Granger. You did so much damage to my team. Let me show you what I can do.
Yeah, and all of this with 10 seconds to the Lord. So Equilibrium in a very, very strong position to try and take this down. They have lost a bit of the map control. So let's just wait to see what happens here. How they're going to establish. It's a full 5-man. Nice hook comes out. It's going to be the follow-up here from everybody, actually. Oh, it's 2 taken down for the side of RRQ. Beautiful team fight here from Equilibrium, as they should be able to take this Lord uncontested.
Yeah, it seems like the tides are busy turning into the favor of Equilibrium, bro.
Beautiful team fight from there. Got them into this position. But the game's still very, very finely balanced. The gold lead now down to next to nothing. But the map control still in the favor of RRQ. As we see the camp out here from Equilibrium. They're just waiting patiently here to see if they're going to get anybody. But no, they decide against it. The top lane turret was taken down by the minions as the wave was being pushed in, as RRQ now stick to a 5-man rotation system in order to just make sure that the lane pressure is going to not be applied onto them too strongly. They do want to try and protect this mid lane and some of the tier 2 turrets, with the Lord going to take its time to get all the way to the base, because all the turrets on the gold lane have been taken down by Equilibrium. So right now the defense here in the mid lane is a good one, as they do manage to get that mid lane turret being protected. They now split into the 3-2 positioning just to make sure that the Lord is not going to make it to the base. A tier 2 turret has been protected here. It's going to be Hayabusa into the backline. Does manage to get the shadow kill out. He's doing so much damage. Hylos is about to escape there, but oh my word, is Khalid engaging here? Do they manage to get anybody? It's a 1-for-nothing exchange as the Lord is into the base. Hayabusa on a mega kill. As he's just dancing around here, it's a 2-for-nothing exchange. The tier 2 turrets are being taken down. The one tier 3 turret is almost completely been removed from the equation. So Equilibrium just sort of flipped a switch.
And it seems like they are in the 5th gear at this point of stage. We do see that deadly catch from the Bane gets committed, but the Hayabusa still takes the Bane in that engagement.
Yeah, tier 3 turrets falling left, right, and center. The waves are synced up so nicely. It's just 4 left alive to defend this here. Do they have the ability to do this? They don't have all that much wave clear without the Bane being alive, as the 3rd tier 3 turret is taken down for the side of Equilibrium.
100% Equilibrium just taking that map control to their side.
Yeah, so just changing gears and getting a lot of objectives taken quite quickly, as you'll see them disengage now and then reset up for the next major objective. This is going to be a big objective.
Well, just look at that, having that 6k gold lead as well at this point of stage.
Yeah. So all the early game control from the side of RRQ are just with one team fight being decimated, as we see once again Equilibrium already in a beautiful position. Nice zoning out from the team, as we see the Lord is going to be taken down quite quickly by Equilibrium. They use that discipline that they have very much to their advantage.
Will RRQ be able to clutch the defense here? Or will Equilibrium come and knock on their door and take the W here in this next set, with this Lord coming in and floating in the mid lane?
Is the question. They have the lanes synced up really well. It's only Bane with a massive wave clear. There's the engagement. Wait if the dragon comes out. It's going to be the Eve with the ultimate being committed as well. It's the deadly catch that goes through, but oh, the immortality is being popped. The nexus is exposed, but they're just locking onto it now, as Equilibrium managed to take the series 2-1 and move through to the next round of the upper brackets.
100%. GG's well played to both teams. RRQ, guys, even though you did take the L here, you will be able to take another shot for the W in the lower brackets.
Yeah, it is true. That was a very good comeback performance there from Equilibrium, as they were one game to the deficit, and they managed to not just even out the series, take it all the way through the win. Very strong performance from them in the second game, and as much as the game was, I wouldn't say balanced, but it was in the favor of RRQ. Equilibrium with one foul swoop, one massive team fight, swung the game into their direction, used those macro plays and map control, the pressure that they had to just take down the tier 3 turrets, and then ended the game. So congratulations to them, moving through to the next round of the MSA Cup. We're going to see very, very soon who they're going to be facing in the next stage. But RRQ fans, don't you be disappointed. It's going to you're going to go to the lower bracket. And you have the opportunity to come back once more. And as Skarpskenkel said, you can hold your heads high from putting up a very strong fight in this third game, giving us some excellent entertainment.
100%. So yeah, this concludes the late night show for us tonight. But viewers, we've got another matchup in the MSA Cup, which will be finalizing the round 2 of the MSA playoffs tomorrow.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. So I see a lot of complaints by people about having their messages removed. Well, if you don't like it, don't type it.
Why you with the wordplay again, bro? So yeah, tomorrow's matchup is Fantasy versus Saint Dynasty. It is scheduled for 10 p.m. tomorrow night, but we will be looking into it to have it a bit earlier tomorrow night. So
We get to see whether we do that or not. It's just to continue what I was saying. You get a lot of keyboard warriors in the world, my friend. Especially with the advent of the internet. A lot. But anyway, on that not so light note, we do know what is going to be happening tomorrow. And that's going to be a very exciting game, which I'm looking forward to. But anyway, is there anything further you'd like to add, Skarpskenkel?
no, bro. Viewers, just for the last time tonight, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button, please.